Hi, so we are going to start this year. And last year we began with Psalm 1, and we're going to get into that again this year, early in the year, because I believe that it is a fantastic foundation to really help us get grounded, make up our mind, which course our year is going to go. And so we are going to look at Psalm 1. But before we get there, there are some things that I just want to share with you. First of all, I'm reading a book, and the way they put this was pretty great, but my mom has always said this too. You don't have to learn lessons the hard way. You don't have to, go touch the stove to really understand that the stove is hot. You don't have to not listen and then experience the repercussions of not listening. You don't have to learn lessons the hard way. You don't have to go about life and not ask God for direction or wisdom and guidance, and then have just it be a really difficult time. You feel like you're going in all the wrong directions. You can ask Him first and wait for Him to give you direction, and then it'll save a whole lot of trouble. I've heard parents say before, I can't say anything to them about it because I did the same thing. Well, if I could prevent my child from making error and enduring hardships because of that error, I would do everything in my power to prevent them from making that mistake. Understanding that as an adult, we have free will and choice and decision, and nobody can make us do anything. A child is a different story, and maybe on a family talk we'll get into that. But as an adult, you do have free will, and you do have choice, and you get to make your own decisions. But if you could make a choice and it save you from heartache, and it save you from toiling and struggling, why would you not make that choice? Why would we choose to go through the struggle and the hardship and the groping around in the dark trying to find our answers? Why would we choose to do that? And that's kind of how we're going to set up Psalm 1. But I want to read some out of Proverbs first. And that is Proverbs. I'm just going to read Proverbs 1 through 7 maybe. And it says, the Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, that people may know skillful and godly wisdom and instruction, discern and comprehend the words of understanding and insight, to receive instruction in wise dealing and the discipline of wise thoughtfulness, righteousness, justice, and integrity, that prudence may be given to the simple, and knowledge, discretion, and discernment to the youth. The wise also will hear and increase in learning, and the person of understanding will acquire skill and attain to sound counsel, that he may be able to steer his course rightly. That people may understand a proverb and a figure of speech with its interpretation, and the word of the wise and their dark sayings or riddles. The reverent and worshipful fear of the Lord is the beginning and the principal and choice part of knowledge, its starting point and its essence. But fools despise skillful and godly wisdom, instruction, and discipline. I'm going to read that verse 7 in the King James Version. And it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. I don't want to be called a fool. And so if wisdom is given here, Matthew 6:33, His kingdom, His righteousness, His way of doing and being right is right here. I want to understand. I want to perceive. I want skillful and godly wisdom to direct my step and to keep me from harm, to keep me from trouble, to guide me in truth, to be a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I should, and again, this is Nancy Joe taking control and allowing the Spirit to have control over the flesh, which is a fight, and that's where we daily take up our cross and follow Him, where we crucify our flesh daily and we choose to follow His directions, precepts, teachings, and instructions rather than what we would desire to do in ourselves. And so I should I should start with Him first. Again, verse 7 says, the fear of the Lord, and that's not fear being terrified, it's the reverent and worshipful fear of the Lord is the beginning and principal thing of wisdom. And so as we, when we'll start on Monday going into Psalm 1, as we begin to go into Psalm 1, may we do that with the understanding and with the desire to gain skillful and godly wisdom and then apply it in our life. I'll see you tomorrow for Family Talk. Bye, y'all.